what it is, what it do. It's like through Sage, back again for a video for you. That was so lame. But I'm sorry y'all if y'all hear that fan in the back. Like, it's hot. I live in Florida. I'm not turning on the AC right now, so this fan gonna have to do. And if you don't like the sound, then you could just get the stopping. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, today I'm gonna be talking about embracing my ugliness, like, and not in the way that y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Because people be simple-minded as hell these days. I'm not calling myself ugly. I'm talking about like the ugly shit that I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really glad that I fucked up. And I feel like as a human race, like, we always criticize ourselves for our fuck ups. But without fuck ups, like, we wouldn't know nothing about life. You feel me? Because good times don't really teach you shit. Like, those are good moments. You don't really learn nothing from them. You know, we learn from the hardships in life. And nobody want to go through hardships, you know, like, it's like, damn, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to go through that shit. But, bro, those be the times that teach you everything. Like, let me think of something, right? You know not to touch the stove because it's hot, because you did it when you was a jit before or something like that, right? So you know not to ever touch that stove again, you know? Or let me think of another thing. You know not to text and drive because the last time you did that, you almost lost your damn life. So it's like, embrace your fuck ups. Embrace your ugly, bro. Because you would not be who you are or who you becoming if it wasn't for the past versions of yourself and yourself now. I'm gonna give you all an example, right? So I had made this like friend or whatever, and you know, I'm just now really getting back comfortable with being by myself. Like then I used to see it as a bad thing because people was telling me, like, you need friends, you need this, that, right? Like, you need to get out the house. Like, you should be getting outside, I ain't gonna hold you. But like, I just always felt like, you know, I need a friend. Like, I need this because it gets lonely, it's boring. Like, now I don't think that way. Like, even though sometimes I be like, dang, I wish I did have a friend that I could chill with or something like that. I don't need one. Like, it's a want, but it's not really a need. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, made a friend. This person turned out to be very manipulative, and from my perspective, I'm not gonna say from his perspective because people, you know, everybody's perception is different, you know. But from my perspective, I feel like I was being used, you know. Once again, I'm not gonna say that they were using me. I felt like I was being used, you know, because like I said, everybody's perception is different. You know, just because I think a certain way don't mean somebody else will. But I'm gonna give y'all an example. Like, so bro would like use his trauma against me in certain ways. Like, we go out and do something and it's a dumbass idea, right? I'm like, no, bro, you don't need to do that shit. Like, he like, well, like, you know that I always did this, that. Like, I don't want to just put his business out there, but he would just use his traumas to manipulate me into feeling bad for him, because I'm a very sweet person, like caring person, and I could admit I'm a doormat at times. I could be a fucking doormat, you know what I'm saying? But if it would, like, if I didn't go through things like that, like, to be shown that I was a doormat, I wouldn't know. Like, hey, this is a problem. You need to start being more assertive. You need to start standing on your boundaries. You need to stop giving your power away to people. That's why it's important to embrace your ugliness. It's important to face those things about ourselves that we don't like, so we know like, okay, we need to fix this. Like, we need to stop that. It's important to become self-aware. Like, even though it's ugly, like, nobody want to look at no ugly shit. Like, just think about it. Like, who want to stare at ugly shit all day? So it's like, yes, it's hard to face those parts of yourselves that you don't like, but it's necessary. It's necessary to embrace those things so you could become different. Like alchemy. You gotta alchemize some shit, my boy. You gotta turn your pain into passion. You gotta turn, a negative situation into a positive. So now that you know those things about yourself, I know that I was a doormat. I'm not letting nobody play with me in my face no more. Like, I don't give a damn how nice I am. I don't give a damn about your trauma, quite literally, when it comes to me. Like, if you using that as in, like, advantage to your advantage, I don't give a fuck about your trauma. Just keep it a buck. I know that sounds very harsh, and I know it sounds, like, mean or whatever, but I don't care. When you're using your trauma against somebody else just for your benefit, that's not okay. Like, that's a shitty person. You're a shitty person. That's very weird behavior right there. You know what I'm saying? And it gives very much child, because you're throwing a temper tantrum because you can't get what you want. You feel me? That shows that you need to face your ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, face that shit, bro. But I understand some people don't have the strength. Some people don't want to do it. It's too much. I get it. Because I got parts of myself that I don't like. And it's just like, damn, I have to admit this about myself. Because we always want to be perfect. We want to be seen as, ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm just good the way I am. But that's not the case. Because we be quick to point out other people's uglies, but we can't point out our own. It's a problem with doing it with ourselves. But I feel like, once you start doing it, once you start familiarizing yourself with that unfamiliarity, it still be hard, but it's more easier than it would have been in the beginning when you started doing it. That's just the truth. Like, so I'm not really too much ashamed of my shit no more. Like, I done faced so much about myself. I done admitted so much about myself. It's seen so much about myself to the point where now it's just like another problem. Like, god damn. Like, give me a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even look at it as just, damn, like, it's just easier now, so. But I understand, like I said, some people just don't have the strength to do it. Some people don't want to do it. Some people aren't mentally capable of doing it. Because everybody done been through different shit. Like, not everybody been through the same thing, or, you know what I'm saying, to the level, to the extent of things that people have been through. I don't even know if I just said that right. Like, I'm going to say something, right? I could have a fucked up parent. I'm going to use my daddy, because my dad wasn't the best father, but he was present. Like, I seen him, like, every day. Was around him pretty much every day, but he didn't really do much for me, right? Versus a kid who had no dad at all. Like, I still got some of that for real, but my dad was still here, though. You know? So we all may have similarities and shit, but, like, we all may share the same traumas, but it was a different extent, like a different level of that shit, you know? I really hope that made sense. If it didn't, I don't care, because it made sense to me. That's how I felt. I have to explain it. That's the best way that I can do it. So, yeah. Embrace your ugly, bro. Like, you don't have to be ashamed of it. That's what makes you you. Like, everybody got flaws. Not everybody is perfect. Everybody just want to show the beauty. But sometimes you have to show the ugly, fam. Like, you have to address the ugly. Sometimes we move in our ugly. When we, like, projecting our traumas, that's us being ugly to other people. That's us showing our ugly. Or, like I said, addressing your shit, like you being real about yourself, like you and a person talking, like, yeah, I did this, like you taking accountability. That's you, you know what I'm saying, embracing your ugly. That's you living in your ugly, fam. It's all about how you do it, bruh. Alchemy. But that's it for this video, bruh. I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And let's start up some conversations in the comments, like, how are y'all doing with embracing y'all ugly, like, or do you even do it at all? But peace out.